So the Genshin Impact strike might finally be ending. We've got a major development, folks. The SAG-AFTRA collective work refusal against Genshin Impact might actually be ending, and our voice actors really might be coming back to finally do their freaking jobs. With Kayli Mills here stating, I have attended meetings and talked one-on-one with leadership. We are truly so close, so much closer than we were a month ago, and believe me, we are all so ready for this to be over. We are, with her requoting here, Kyle McCartney saying, we are so close to a deal. We've moved as far in their direction as most of us are comfortable. They are still holding to a couple proposals that we simply cannot accept. They could agree to our latest counter in this strike and put us back to work at any time. SAG after strong, baby. Level up the contract. Oh my God, dude, these people are insufferable. These people literally are so freaking clueless and narcissistic. They have no idea how the fans actually feel. They think people actually support them. Well, let me tell you this, folks. Even if all the VAs actually come back and voice their roles, I don't want Kayli Mills back. If you remember Kayli Mills, let me tell you exactly what she did. She bullied Jacob Takanashi for simply accepting a role from a man that was hired for 6 months and only did 6 weeks of voice acting because he was silent for the collective work refusal. He was silent for the strike. He wasn't doing his job. He showed up and got paid for 6 months to literally work for 6 weeks, okay? And this was her response. This was her absolute freaking vitriol, full of hatred response against Jacob Takanashi. The way that she bullied him was absolutely insane. She doxed him. She absolutely went off on him for no reason, with her stating here, this is actually kind of diabolical. If you need the money, at least take the role uncredited. This just comes off as an easy grab for clout, and it's not a good look. And she was so freaking insane that she actually got community noted. According to voice actor Nathan Noakes, fellow VA Jacob Takanashi, who is a Japan-based VA, had no knowledge of the strike or the circumstances of which the role was even being recasted. So they went after a freaking voice actor for accepting a role that wasn't even a part of the union, called him a scab, called him all kinds of names, and he didn't even know that the strike was taking place to begin with. If that's not bad PR, if that's not a bad look, then I don't know what is. But she got so much freaking backlash from this. She got such a freaking backlash from the fan base for this, that this was her response. This is how freaking narcissistic this chick actually is. Look, I always try to be understanding of a person's situation. Anyone who actually knows me and knows my character well knows how well I listen. I just listen so well, guys. I just listen so well. I listen so well to the fan base that I say that fans don't matter. Holy fuck, dude. With how much I care about other people, regardless of how much or little a situation affects me personally, I know some people are paycheck away from being unhoused. I know some people can't afford to lose a role for money or other reasons. I can be understanding if someone can't be a perfect ally in this climate. I have my own personal views that don't align 100%, but I have to draw a line somewhere. And that line, by the way, guys, that line was her doxing the fact that Jacob Takanashi had just bought a house, so he didn't actually need the money, so there's no reason for him to have accepted this role. That's what she went off on. That's literally where she went with that. Jacob Takanashi, the new voice actor for Kanish of Genshin Impact English dub, was not aware of the SAG-AFTRA strikes due to being based in Japan. She got community noted again, guys. They fucked her up again. Oh my God. And if you remember, this is her defense of the union. She defends the unions like nobody's business, and it turns out that she was actually the one that was really scabbing. She was the one that was a part of the union and working on a non-union game during the strike anyway, and it wasn't even Jacob Takanashi, so she was proven to be a hypocritical, narcissistic fool. With her here stating, game signing the interim agreement is the best outcome for all actors. That said, non-union games do very much have the option of adding AI protections. This is just her going off about AI protections yet again, even though China has AI protections in place to begin with, so the strike means nothing. Kayli Mills is still working on Goddess of Victory Nikkei. During the strike, Nikkei has been temporarily changing their voice actors who participated in the strike ever since the strike started. So she is actually the scab. She went off on Jacob Takanashi, calling him a scab, doxing his income, doxing the fact that he just bought a house, and bullying him out of the freaking industry for being a scab when she was actually the one that was scabbing. Like, oh my God, dude, these people are literally insufferable. If you guys remember, the backlash from the fans was even worse after that with this happening here. Kayli Professional Mills got hated on Nikkei 2.5 anniversary stream with the freaking chat literally spamming recast Roppy, which is Kayli Mills' VA. Recast Roppy, boo, recast Roppy. Like, oh my God. And you can expect Kayli Mills did not like that one bit. That's the part that actually got to her, because I'm pretty sure Nikkei was thinking of recasting her, because a couple days later she released an apology to Jacob Takanashi like that. No fucking excuses, anything. She just instantly freaking apologized. To be honest, I have been advised from getting further involved in the situation at all, but I feel like this is the right thing to do. She had plenty of time throughout the month to literally post an apology. It took all of that for her to literally force an apology, and she says it's because it's the right thing to do. My ass. First of all, I realize my criticism of Jacob should have never been public. Although I was far from the person to make a response, further involving fans was not necessary and only caused more strife. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Whenever you go off on the fans, you're the problem, okay? You're absolutely the problem. I'm not saying names and pointing fingers here, but you, Kayli Mills, you're a real fucking problem, you know? Oh, God, dude. I apologize for bringing this up in the public tweet I saw in passing about him purchasing a home. It was wrong of me to use that as an argument that he didn't need this one job to make ends meet. I was frustrated trying to explain a point, and honestly, none of this was any of my business. I don't want it to be, and it didn't matter to the point I was trying to make at all. I did send him a message privately on April 2nd to apologize about getting public further involved and explain why we were upset. So you literally just explained to him. You explained at him in your apology. That makes total sense. What's even hilarious here is freaking Mujin commented down here with, "This is a step in the right direction. Other VAs who lashed out publicly and unprofessionally should follow. However, I'll take the time before any sort of public trust is restored. You and all had many chances to take a step back during the chaos, but chose only to double down." That was right. She chose only to double down until she literally got calls for her recast. That is the kind of narcissistic personality that is Kayli Mills, baby. But there's more on the fact that the deal might actually be coming to a close with Little Creepo. You know, Little Creepo, he's just a little creepy, guys. He's just a little creepy. Little Creepo says the deal is absolutely within reach. You've likely heard claims to the contrary from people who have no real insight and who aren't actually striking. The people involved who are working very hard and make great strides, please show them some support. Holy cow, dude. This dude will defend SAG-AFTRA no matter what. He will literally die on this hill, boys. He will literally die. He is so insufferable. He will not stop. This man was a force to be reckoned with. You might have been born in the dark, but old little Creepo, he was made in the dark, boys. He was made in the dark. Holy cow, dude! This is kind of the Kyle McCartney. We are so close to a deal. We moved as far in their direction as most of us are comfortable with. They are still holding to a couple proposals that we simply cannot accept. They could agree to our latest counter in the strike, put us back to work at any time, and here he's requoting angelic, HOMOs. Game VAs have been on strike for 300 days, and I feel like that's not talked about enough. It absolutely is, boys. We talk about it on the daily. It's talked about in circles that they don't like because it's talked about in a bad light. That's exactly what's going on. The people that are talking about it, the fans of the games, don't like it, and so they don't think that that's good enough. They think that more people need to be talking about it as long as it's only supporting them, as long as it supports their opinion. The comments underneath this one, boys, are absolutely freaking ridiculous. A lot of misinformation is being spread about it too. I had someone try to tell me that SAG-AFTRA was an overseas company, and I was like, what the F are you talking about? buddy, there is no other company like SAG-AFTRA, and only a company like SAG-AFTRA could come from the US, okay? That is a westernized company, I promise you. It is absolutely insane. Only in the West would we call a company trying to monopolize the entire entertainment industry a good thing because it's a fucking union. Like, holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Talk about being brainwashed, guys. Talk about the absolute insanity. These people are literally freaking crazy. You cannot literally get it into their head that it's bad without them freaking even imploding, okay? They literally will have a schizophrenic moment. They will have a bipolar. They will literally break down, okay? And that's not a joke against schizophrenic people. I'm pretty sure I might be a little crazy, guys. But literally, these people will have an episode if you literally try to say anything bad against SAG-AFTRA. I've also seen it's a ploy to strong-arm actors into joining the union because it is. It is. If every single company in the entertainment industry goes union the way SAG-AFTRA wants, if all those companies go union, the non-union voice actors that work on them will be forced to become must-joins, and a must-join within 30 work days. They will literally, it's 30 work days. I literally exposed SAG-AFTRA. Karina Boecker tried to say that she knew people that had been must-joins for 10 years. Yeah, you can be a must-join for 10 years, but it's like, if you're working on that SAG-AFTRA project for 30 days after you become a must-join, you go, guess what? You must join, baby. And then you got to pay that $4,000 freaking membership fee just to not even make enough to get the health benefits, because 86% of workers at SAG-AFTRA, 86% of VAs do not make enough to reach the healthcare requirements, so they don't even get the healthcare. And this person saying, I especially love when the VAs who sign the contracts go, hey guys, this is actually what's happening, and normal fans go, you're wrong, like JFC, this misinformation is crazy bad. Buddy, if you think it's misinformation, just go to my SAG-AFTRA video, my SAG-AFTRA exposed video. I search all of it. It comes from their own freaking website. The things that they state, how much money they make. Their CEO is also the #1 union paid CEO in all of the unions, in all of the entertainment unions. If that doesn't tell you something's up, then I don't know what the fuck will, because something is definitely up. These people down here saying, I keep sending League players complain about the lack of voice lines in their new skins, and I'm just like, do they know and they don't care? No, buddy. Gamers don't fucking care. We don't care at all. We don't care about your freaking moral high ground. We don't care about your freaking Trojan horse. Okay, we literally just want the characters to be voiced. We want to play our games, okay? That's it. That's all it is. What do you guys think about this? Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad. Also, join the 10K squad. Every 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving a huge shout out to the Tops Community Spotlight, so make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. What do you guys think about this? Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad, boys. I'm going with paper. This is paper as fuck. I hope to God they reach an agreement. The people have spoken. The people care more about the fact that they want their characters to be voiced in their video games than they do about SAG-AFTRA actually getting their agreement or not. I can't help that. To me, I want SAG-AFTRA to fail, but I want Genshin VA characters to go back to fucking work as well, because there's a lot of Genshin VAs that need the work. They're trying to come back to work and they can't because of this strike, because they'll get blacklisted if they actually try to, because they'll get blacklisted for scabbing among their other VAs, and not even counting the union. So I think it's paper. I think that they should reach a deal. I think that it should be the deal should be in Hoyo's best interest, and I don't think that they should sign one that is not. But other than that, I think it's paper, boys. You guys let me know down below what you think. GG's, peace.